And the show begins. What's up, guys? I've worn this shirt like 3 times in an episode, but you know what? There was one challenge I wanted to do where it's not an actual challenge. I just made it myself, where I want to wear one shirt just always. But I thought, maybe not. So, anyways, whoosh. What's up, guys? My hair is a mess. It's awful, and I hate it. Welcome back to another episode of William Rambles. The reason why this is a William Rambles and not a Simon Asks William Answers is just because I'm trying to get the same number of episodes for Simon Asks and William Answers at the same number, so that I can make one, then the other, so then I know when to make the other. So expect a lot of William Rambles in the upcoming future. But again, today's another kind of one of those William Rambles where I don't talk about anything important, but I talk about movies that I've seen because I love movies, if you have not realized that, and also about a couple other stuff. So first off, we're going to start with, I go on to IMDb this morning. If you don't know, that's called, I think it stands for the International Movie Database or something like that, or database, whatever you want to pronounce it. Anyway, so I go on there this morning looking for the Kick-Ass Comic-Con trailer, or Kick-Ass 2, the Comic-Con trailer. Now, I haven't seen the first Kick-Ass, and I'm not going to see the second one probably, but I just wanted to see it because I know that it's funny. And I'm scrolling through to find it. And don't you know it, I find the Walking Dead Season 4 trailer. I almost flipped when I saw it. It looks so good. Like, the new season looks amazing. I cannot wait. I think it's October 13th on the Sundays, which is awesome because it means it gives my Sunday something. But then that means I'm going to have to do homework on a later time. Anyways, so in the past couple of days, I've watched a couple of really great movies. Or at least I thought they were really great movies. I watched Looper, and I watched I watched Evil Dead, and I'll throw in I watched Scream 4. Now, I'd never seen Looper before. I didn't get to see it when it came out because I just didn't have the time for it. And then after it came out, I didn't really want to buy it. But then a couple days ago, I walk into Walmart. I get the Blu-ray combo pack for $15, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is so cheap. I'm glad I waited that time. Again, great. I thought it was a great movie. Maybe I thought it was a good movie. I thought that it explained the time travel thing well. I liked how, I don't know if this is spoilers or not, but I like how old Joe, the old Joe, the life that he lived is just an eventuality of what is to come. I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed it fairly well. I really liked the telekinesis in it. But I thought it was well done. I like Bruce Willis. The best part is when you're switching from Joseph Gordon-Levitt to Bruce Willis in this one in these couple scenes, because it's just like one scene. It just like he turns his head and it's Bruce Willis. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Bruce Willis. Anyways, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't actually look up what the reviews are for it, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I suggest you go watch it. So the big movie I want to talk about is Evil Dead. The remake of Evil Dead. Oh my gosh. So a couple of days ago, I had watched it. I'd watched like the first hour or so, right? And I'm like, this movie's pretty good, And then I'm like, I have a friend who hates horror movies. Like, once we were watching this, and you know what? And then he tells me, he's like, yeah, I don't like zombies and pop-outs. He hates horror movies. So I'm like, okay, great. I'll bring him over. We'll watch it. And you know what? He ended up really liking that movie. I thought that it was an awesome movie, and I loved it so much. Like, the only thing, I didn't really find it scary, but I thought that it was gory, and it was crazy, and, there was a couple of homages to Army of Darkness, and Army of Darkness is very close to my heart because I used to watch it when I was, 5 years old. But Army of Darkness, there were a couple of Army of Darkness, there was one, I think. But a couple of homages to that. But I know a little bit of spoiler here. But when she puts the chainsaw through her broken off arm, I guess it's not too much of a spoiler because you never know what's gonna happen, and I didn't say who. But anyway, so puts the chainsaw through her arm, and it was crazy because that's just like Army of Darkness. And then another kind of spoiler here, at the end of the credits, if you wait through all the credits, you'll have a scene of the original guy from, I think it's Bruce Campbell from Army of Darkness, turn his head and say groovy, which I thought was awesome. And then Scream 4. I love the Scream franchise. I watched the first Scream with my sister, and I thought that was one of the funniest horror movies I've ever seen. I never experienced a funny horror movie besides, I think Army of Darkness can be seen as funny. I found it funny, but Scream was so funny to me. Just like, there's one scene in Scream where the killer's like outside their car and they're fooling around with the things. If you haven't seen Scream 1, go see Scream 1. Don't watch any of the other ones. You don't need to see Scream 2. You don't need to see Scream 3. Scream 4 was just kind of like a remake with the same character, so you don't need to see Scream 4. But Scream 1 was awesome. Anyways, guys, this episode is going a little bit longer than I thought so, but that doesn't matter because I get to do what I get to say. Anyways, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys next time on William Rambles. Bye. Son of a bitch.